Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am Lillian Yvette, also known as SavvyClickChick, and today I wanted to share with you some of my personal holiday traditions and just a little bit about how I love to decorate and how I really love this season. So regardless of whether you celebrate Hanukkah or Christmas or Kwanzaa, even if you don't celebrate anything, this is the season to actually be excited about being with your friends and your family, okay? And so part of being with friends and family to me has always been entertaining and getting things set up really pretty. So the big part of decorating for the holiday season for me is the tree, okay? And I have to tell you a little bit about me that explains why this is so significant. I didn't start celebrating Christmas as a holiday until my son was born. And so that's about 25 years ago, because he'll be 25 in January. But the reason this is significant is because I have learned as I've gone along. And so over the years, I've gotten better and better and better. Now I know how to kind of create a tree that actually is really warm and inviting and it's interesting. Whereas when I was first starting out, things that people who grew up celebrating Christmas take for granted, I didn't know. Even things like these little bitty things, I don't know what you see, if you can see them, but they're the little hangers that you use for your ornaments. I went and bought a whole bunch of ornaments that first year that my son was born, and I couldn't hang any of them because they didn't have I didn't buy the little hangers, which was a huge mistake, of course. Also, my tree looked crazy because instead of buying the green lights, the wire where the wires are green to put around your tree, I just I saw some lights, bought the lights, brought them home. They're outdoor lights. So they were white wires. And I actually put them up on the tree because it didn't even occur to me. Put them up on the tree, stood back and was like, why doesn't my tree look like the other trees? This isn't pretty. And then my husband at the time was like, well, you got the wrong type of, you should have bought the ones that were green. So these are things that you take for granted probably if you grew up in a household that celebrated Christmas. So for me, every time I decorate a tree, I think about those things. A couple other things I'd like to share with you are when I first started out, my son, this was the first ornament I bought. It says mom to be, and so because he was born in January and so December was, Christmas, so literally I bought the mom to be one, and then after that I got into the tradition of doing a new ornament for him every year. So like this one right here, it's baby's first Christmas. And so I definitely recommend, I'm kind of a traditionalist and I love tradition, and I recommend that you incorporate traditions into your holiday. If you're just starting out with your family, or if you just got married and you and your partner don't have any ornaments, have a party with your friends. Invite each friend to bring an ornament. I did that one year, and I still have so many of those ornaments that were given to me by friends. And so when I put an ornament out, I think about that friend. And so that's a great way to start your ornament collection from zero. And also it's just a really simple thing that people can bring to your house as like a housewarming gift during the holidays. The other thing I like to talk about is the trick that I do now. When I first started celebrating Christmas, I bought Christmas ornaments during the Christmas season. They're freaking expensive. They can be very, very expensive. So now what I do is I wait until after the season. I think you probably understand, most people do this, but I will go and I will do things like, I got these at Michael's. So this is 100 pieces and they're all like in the same color scheme. They're all this kind of gold blingy sort of thing going on. And there's 100 of them. The price was originally $20. I got them for $10 because I bought them after the season. So those are the kind of things that you can do to save yourself some money and to actually kind of start your collection in a way that doesn't break the bank. But the biggest thing to me is to just make sure that you're doing things that feel sentimental to you. I do love the idea of having your friends bring an ornament to decorate the tree. And after that, is there anything else I want to tell you about how I decorate? I've also learned over the years to kind of stick with this specific color theme or color palette. So this tree, it does have other colors. It's like I have candy canes on it, so that's red and white. But for the most part, this tree is kind of gold. It's lots of gold going on. And every year, sometimes I change that. But for the most part, I like to make sure I stick with the color theme. And the other thing I like to do is to kind of have a balance of like long, like this is such a pretty ornament, but have like the long dangly ones and then the bulby ones, so that it's actually kind of interesting and it's not just a flat little tree. So that's about it. I'm going to do a topper at some point. Usually it's like I do my little, she's my little topper. My friend was saying that I should dub her the patron saint of quality shoes. I think I may just do that. So she may go at the top of the tree this year, but I think I may want to actually get a star this year. So that might be something that I'm gonna do. Only have a couple more weeks. But that's about it for the tree. When it comes to other things that I do, I like to put a little holiday spirit in every room. So it's like sometimes what I'll do is I'll take like an ornament off the tree, sometimes multiple ornaments, like 3, and then I'll put them in another place. So like in this instance, this needs a little holiday cheer. So I'll put this little ornament right there. And it's just something that's like, it's just kind of a throwaway, it's a kind of random thing, but I love the idea of actually being able to see different aspects of the holiday throughout the house in different places. You know, I have my little bling pillow already going on, and so with that, it's like I have a little sparkle everywhere. And so you can also see that like here with this little tree. So there's all different things that you can do to make the house feel sparkly for the season.